Hello, welcome to another episode of Between Two Rows. We are happy to be here again, which the podcast is still happening, which means we haven't completely given up
Yeah.
hope yet. We are going to keep doing this for a while. So
It's
today,
catharsis, no?
it's like therapy, dude. Thank
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah.
all 39 of y'all. Shit. Yeah, dude. I This is a very important episode for me because I'm gonna discuss something. I've taken a stand on
Okay.
something in life which I hadn't taken before.
Oh
And
God! Welcome to the finale, guys. We're going to be cancelled before we even got up and running. Okay,
I
sorry.
know every episode there's some threat of getting cancelled.
We do it equally also.
Yeah.
But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Yes, you're taking a stand.
Yeah, I am officially going to stop giving money to transgender people on
Oh.
the street because I got beaten up by one recently.
Just one.
Yeah, just one, bro. That's all it took. I always give money to transgender people when they ask for it, and I was with my friend on his bike, and a transgender person asked for money, and I gave them money, and then my friend said something totally unrelated that was funny, and I laughed, and this transgender person thought I was laughing at them, and she whacked me on my back really hard. I've not been hit that hard ever in my life. All right, and there's the thing. Usually, like when you get hit, your first reaction is, "Shit, I hope nobody saw." All right, here we're at a traffic signal, and I'm on the bike. There are cars all around, which means they saw that, and then there were 30 seconds left. So now I'm just awkwardly sitting there for 30 more seconds, trying to play it off. Bad scene, bro.
So that's the stand you're taking.
Yeah, no more
For
money.
our international viewers, let me explain. So, India as a society, we have not done enough. Actually, not forget enough. We've not done anything
Anything.
for the upliftment of the transgender community.
Yeah.
Very recently, it's only been a couple of years that government forms were now willing to accept there's a box now
Yeah.
for the third gender, so to speak. Otherwise, only male or female forms.
Yeah.
So now they're being recognized, they're being given rights in law. But in terms of employment and stuff, there are a few people doing work. I did a charity show recently
Yeah.
where the proceeds were going towards helping. There's a transgender lady who, somewhere in Chennai,
All right.
she's basically created this thing where she self taught herself to read, write, and
Right.
speak, and got herself a job. And then now she's created this space for like helping transgenders get employment opportunities,
Yeah.
like give them the required skill sets so that they can join the workforce, so to speak. As a society, we have failed them, which is why
In fact, we have gone out of our way to make life
Which-
difficult for them.
which
Yeah.
is why a lot of them
Resort to
to
begging.
resort to begging on the streets.
Yeah.
There is a weird religious aspect to it, like when there's a wedding or there's a funeral, everybody, it's a known thing. That's the only time openly that people will give money to them, because it's like to ward off the evil spirits.
They're
and
supposed to bless you and
yeah.
Yeah.
Having said that, in our greatest religious epic, the Mahabharat,
yeah.
the good guys would never have been able to win if not for a transgender.
What do you mean?
That's a part of the story. Shikhandi is a
Why do
character.
you know? Why?
So
Wait,
when I say I'm an atheist, I reject beliefs, but I study the belief first.
It has a good. It has
Yeah.
a nice screenplay. So
Yeah,
you read-
yeah, of course.
Why
But
do you know so much about the Mahabharata first? Before
I
you
read
the story?
it. I read. There's like one. I found a website which is like all like 1 lakh odd verses in
Wow.
original Sanskrit. Then like a English translation, but like it's like Shakespeare in like flowery language, and then in simple English, sort of explaining what
So
the
you
meaning
read the
is.
whole thing.
Yeah, as fast as it took me 3 years. But,
Yeah.
most of it, like there are a lot of amazing, beautiful stories. But one of the things, the main guy Bhishma, who's the
Yeah.
godfather figure for the good guys and the bad guys, they're not able to defeat him in war because he is blessed by the gods.
Yeah.
So the good guys get a transgender who is Shikhandi,
All right.
who was a woman who committed suicide with the revenge against this Bhishma guy,
All right.
and comes back as a guy. So in the middle of the war, this Bhishma puts his weapons down because he's like, I cannot fight against a woman.
Ah, okay.
So the good guys would never have been able to win if not for using. But we don't show them respect in our society. They resort to begging.
Yeah.
I have been mugged by a group of transgenders. Okay, like you, I always give money because we, as a society, we have not done anything for them.
Might as well.
I
yeah.
also have not like providing employment opportunities.
You're not,
I'm not in a
yeah.
position to provide anybody employment opportunities
If there's
either.
any transgender out there watching
But-
this who's good at editing podcasts, we don't mind. Right.
But this is a true story. I was on my way in Bangalore for walking from one open mic to another open mic in
Huh.
Koramangala,
Okay.
8 p.m. I'm crossing a bus stop, packed. The people are
Which
there.
which venues were these?
There's one place called Crazy Factory.
Okay. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was walking from there to TCC.
Okay.
Uh, so I'm walking, and then like this transgender accosts me, and I was like, I'll give.
Okay.
So I pull out my wallet,
Yeah.
and before I can do anything, she has put her hand into my wallet and is trying to yank the wallet out of my hand.
All right.
And then suddenly,
Huh.
two other transgenders appear behind me and catch me from behind as she's trying to yank my wallet out of my hand.
What the fuck?
Two
Okay.
other transgenders come and sort of create a circle so that nobody can see what's
Okay,
happening.
okay.
I start screaming,
Huh.
okay, because she's managed to yank the cash out, not the wallet.
Okay.
Okay, I had only like some 1800 bucks. Okay, but she yanked that 1800 bucks out of my wallet, and I'm screaming, chore, chore, chore. Everybody's watching. Okay.
Nobody does shit.
Dude, I swear, I made eye contact with one person,
Yeah.
and that person, as soon as I made eye contact, literally did this. Okay,
Yeah, suddenly everyone's
like,
Bhishma
just
now.
suddenly looked up in the sky. Okay, and I like in that moment, I really wanted to scream, "Hey, ka hai kya?" But that would have worsened my situation.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck no. Don't do that.
A bad slang directed at transgender, but like it's also meant for like pussy. But and in that moment, I'm like, yo, why are you stealing my money? I was going to give it to you.
Yeah.
I was going to give. Why are you stealing? And one of them replies saying, "You will be blessed. Dua milega. Dua milega. Okay, you
Okay.
will be blessed."
Huh.
And I said, in Hindi, I replied saying, "हाँ, dua milega. मेरा पैसा है.
Yeah.
I will be blessed. It's my money.
Yeah, yeah.
You will not be blessed because you're stealing."
Yeah.
At which point in time, they were like, "Oh, yeah." And they give me 300 bucks back. Okay. Like 300 rupee notes. They had 500 rupee notes. I'm like, you take these 3 notes, give me those 3
Three
notes.
notes. Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, no, no, no. Okay. And I'm literally like, I'm stumped. Okay. Like everybody's watched this. I'm looking at them. They also like no reaction. And in fairness, this is bad of me, but hypothetically, if the cops caught them,
All right.
put them on a police lineup, I would not be able to identify them.
Okay.
I'm just being honest, guys.
That scene from Usual Suspects.
Yeah, but I will not be able to identify them. Like, I'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, sorry, they kind of
Yeah.
look the same. I don't know. But then when I turned around, okay, and I saw them walking, they literally right behind me walked into like one of these, there was like one bar there, like these
Okay.
MRP shops.
Yeah.
I saw them go into like Shri Krishna wines.
And buy booze?
Yeah. Okay. And I'm like, yo, are you fucking serious?
You just bought them drinks, basically.
Yeah, I just bought them drinks, and then so now I'm walking, okay, to the other open mic, and I'm thinking like, what material am I going to do?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so that's it? 1,500 bucks is the cost of a new premise.
Got it. Got it. All right.
That's what I'm going to be
It's a
ranting off about.
podcast episode. Oh, dude. I just want to take a moment to say that.
But even though that happened, I still give money.
Oh, you do?
Because I still haven't done anything for them in society still hasn't done anything for them.
I don't know. I got
That
hit.
they've been resorted to, yeah,
Yeah.
it's what, yes, crime, yes, but it's a crime because of circumstance. It's not somebody who's genuinely evil.
I know that, but
Yes, the fact that they went and bought booze was kind of disconcerting.
Yeah.
They bought food, like, yeah, I can understand. But at the same time, I also understand the liquid diet.
I mean, it's understandable. Yeah. I don't like Bhishma as well. I just want to put that out there. That's because in my school, all the 4 houses were named after
No.
Mahabharata characters, and Bhishma
Yeah.
house fucking sucked.
What
Fuck you, Bhishma.
Which house were you in?
I was Karna, bro.
Oh.
Karna is like
For our international viewers.
yeah, it's neither here not there. I kind of fit in well. That but fuck Bhishma.
What color was your house?
Green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Bhishma was?
Brown.
Brown?
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's the 4 primary colors.
Brown is not a primary
No,
color.
that's it. It was supposed to be the 4 primary colors, but the school color was blue. So then they had to replace them with something, so they just made it brown. The others were yellow, red, and green.
Yeah, we had yellow, red, green, and blue.
Your houses were just called colors.
No. Our houses were named after rivers of India.
Okay.
Narmada, Kaveri, Satluj, and Godavari.
You were in?
So my school had this thing that in 11th and 12th they shuffle houses.
Oh shit, okay.
So till 10th grade, like from 4th to 10th, I was in Satluj, which was yellow.
Okay.
And then in 11th, I got switched to Narmada, which was red.
Oh,
And
okay.
the year I got shuffled, so after 2 years, like whatever. Some people don't get shuffled, some people do get shuffled.
Yeah.
I got shuffled, I became captain of Narmada.
Oh, nice.
But the year 1 year before I became captain of Narmada was the worst house. Okay. Like Satluj used to win shit. Narmada sucked.
Yeah, like, why did I
And then
get...
I got shuffled into it, and I'm like, yo, But
Yeah.
like one of my best friends also shuffled with me. I was like, dude, this year turnaround, dude. You see, under our leadership, you see the turnaround.
Yeah, yeah.
So for sports day, we didn't come last. That was a big deal for Narmada.
You guys,
Under my leadership, I did
Alright.
high jump, dude.
are you serious?
Guys, don't worry.
What the fuck?
Guys, don't worry. I was there for a very specific purpose. Jump and bend that pole.
You-
I had bruises on my rib cage for like 3
but you
weeks.
took it for the team.
But I took it for the team.
Team,
I was
yeah.
my team. I was captain. I had
Fair-
to do something.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So we didn't come last in sports day. You know, like March past, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We won that marching shield. Okay.
Correct.
I was a bully. I have
You
ashamed-
holding the flag and shit.
Yeah, I'm ashamed to admit as captain, but dude, we won because I whipped them in shape.
Okay.
But like the punishment,
Tough love.
though no, they're always like they're 14, 15-year-old guy who's trying to be a dick, right? And you're messing with a 17-year-old who's slightly more of a cunt.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah.
Right? And that to me, like I'm creative with my punishments.
I got
okay?
it. Yeah.
So I wouldn't make them go do rounds and all. No.
Yeah.
I'd make them all march, get the entire march into the shade.
Okay.
And the 3 people who are fucking around come and do push-ups just outside the shade on the sun.
Oh.
And it's hot, right? It's not grass. Okay?
Chennai sun.
Okay, so and I'm like, now will you fuck around again? We're like, no, we'll never fuck around again. Then there was again one guy trying to fuck around. I was like, you come with me. You want to run rounds? He's like, yeah, I'll run rounds. I was like, come.
Oh.
I made him run rounds, you know where? Took him to the basketball court. You know that small circle in the center?
Yeah, yeah.
I want 20 rounds of this. The fucker's dizzy at the end of it.
Hey man. What
He's
a
like,
dick.
I'll never mess with you again. I'll never mess with you again.
Wow.
And
dude.
so we won marching shield. So we didn't come last. And then through the year, we have like cultural competitions.
Yeah.
Like drama, dance, quiz,
Everything, yeah.
debate, everything, which we won. Like cumulatively, we ended up winning
Okay.
culturals. And fucking Narmada, dude, shout out.
Narmada. I support you guys too. No, I know nothing about the house or the river. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, because no, my school would never like changing houses and all would be blasphemy in my school because
Yeah,
my
yeah.
school only gave a fuck about extracurriculars. Like first half of the year is sports, second half is culturals.
Yeah.
So and you're put into a house in 6th standard only. Till 5th you don't have a house.
Oh, okay.
So and the rivalry is like so crazy that by the time you reach 11th and 12th, you've been like battling the same fuckers
Yeah,
for like
so
5
just
years.
Imagine the dilemma when you get
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that sounds
me
terrible.
going to Narmada, I was like, I need like a Narmada Bachao Andolan. Like, it was,
Yeah, that's like
It was-
Dhoni
oh
moving
my
to Bangalore
God.
or something.
it was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And it was a weird thing. Like my school gave more of a shit about inter-house than inter-school.
For sure, dude. Same. That's
except,
a Chennai thing.
except in debates and MUN,
Okay.
where that was like inter-school, you gotta like.
No, but everything here, because there's rivalry, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you know these
no,
fuckers.
because like our teachers also used to get put into houses.
Yeah, yeah.
So the teachers also have their own rivalry,
Oh,
right?
shit,
So
dude. And I was weirdly invested into this. Like now I'm the least competitive guy on the planet. I hate team games and shit. I'm just there for fun. I don't like winning. But dude, I was so invested into these rivalries back then, man.
dude, it's such a weird thing, no? Like when you're in school, like your worldview.
Yeah,
is
so
whatever. No. I'm saying like today, like however old we are.
yeah.
Our worldview is actually shaped not so much in college, but in school.
All right. Yeah.
And so part of my feel like whatever, my school's okay and it was great, whatever, good fun times and all.
yeah.
But my school got listed in the top 10 ranks of day schools in the country based
wow.
on ICSE, ISE results.
Oh fuck.
And when I found out, I was like, no chance.
How bad are the other schools?
I'm like, what? I know who my teachers are. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
And then I also one of the things was like another rival school in Chennai, which is KFI,
Huh.
was ranked higher. as like bullshit. Like it just
It can't
now
happen.
it can't be. You can't be better than
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
It's bullshit. But it's insane that my world is actually shaped from school. So
Okay.
like we're taught think global.
Yeah.
At that
yeah.
very young age
I mean,
when you start.
they sent you to New York for some course. That's how global your school was, dude. Chennai, they didn't even send us to like Anna Nagar.
So I went to a school called in Chennai.
Oh, yes, you're outing
so-
the school?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We were known as the snob school of the city.
Yeah, that was the
Basically-
impression that we also had.
No, basically, other people thought that we were better than everybody else,
Yeah, yeah.
and we're both right.
You guys were like getting laid in school and shit.
No,
dude.
no.
No.
Listen, that was that one teacher, dude. But
That also you took one for the team. It's fine.
no, that wasn't me. That was my best friend. I started a rumor in school
What rumor?
that there's a sex for mark scandal between him and our eco teacher. It was a lick for tick scheme.
Jesus, dude.
Her demand, his supply.
And he gets something in return as
No,
well.
the funniest thing is, like, 2 years later, we've graduated from school. There's some party. And it's one of those parties where, like, somebody in our batch, their younger kids are also in. That's not their younger kids. Sorry, their younger siblings.
Yeah.
So like 2-3 batches are together. So we're at some New Year's party at like my classmate's house,
Yeah.
and then this random girl just like walks up to my best friend and says, "Are you the guy who fucked that teacher's name? Okay? And you fucked, ma'am?"
She asked you.
No, my friend.
Oh, she asked your friend. Okay.
And that my friend just looks at me and I was like, oh, God, I didn't say shit.
This is the same rumor.
Did you really fuck our teacher? And he's like, dude, no, dude. You look at me.
Dude, the thing about, you know what I love about these fucked up rumors is that's gonna be that dude's identity for the rest of his life. No matter what he achieves in life, he'll always be the guy who bagged that teacher. Oh man, it's bad scene. Starting, yeah.
That's did you ever have a teacher that you had a crush on?
No, bro. Teachers in my school look terrible.
Yeah, same. There was one.
They look like Air India fucking air hostesses who have been laid off. So now they're teaching at my school.
Dude, we had one teacher whose nickname was Shrek, because she looked like Shrek, dude. like I've seen
An ogre.
Dude, we're horrible.
Oh.
Like kids are like cruel and vicious, but
kids.
dude, she looked like Shrek, dude. Like there's nothing you could do about it.
Damn, dude. Our yeah, we
Shrek.
we started a rumor like every time we did like a teacher, we would just say, yeah, she's bagging the principal. I know the principal was a dude. We didn't have anything against him. He was a really nice guy, but he was just such an easy target. We were like, yeah, he's bagging her.
So, dude, there was this teacher of mine who I hated.
Alright.
Okay, she's a bitch. Okay,
Yo,
I
calm down, bro.
really did not like this lady. Okay,
Okay.
genuinely.
There's still some feelings there.
Yeah. No. Like, she went and told. Like, I used to debate her.
Yeah, okay.
So she'd say something in class, and I debate her, and when she wouldn't have a response, she'd be like, "Check your facts." Okay, and used to irritate me as a debater. I was already representing the
Yeah.
school at debates. They sent me for debates, not you, woman.
Yeah,
What do you mean check your facts? So one day, like I got irritated because like the 7th time she said check your facts. The next day I come into class, and like, ma'am, I printed the facts. You are wrong. Okay.
Wow.
And she's like, like this, and the class is on my side, right? Nobody likes this woman.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
she's like, and class is not taken. She's like all upset and she leaves and all that. So like, yeah, I won. Okay. And then when PTA happens, she tells my parents, your son needs psychiatric help.
What?
Which is a weird thing to tell parents when your kid's 16, like he needs psychiatric help and all. And so my parents come to me all pissed off. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell? This is what your teacher is saying. I was like, which teacher? They tell us this woman. I was like, so yeah.
So what now?
So and then they're like, oh yeah, okay. Like we get it. The problem is, okay, her daughter was our classmate. Okay, and I felt so bad for the daughter for being that person's daughter.
Got it.
Okay, because there was one moment like in the staff room, like this PTA, where she is yelling at some parent about how their child is useless.
Okay.
And then there's another teacher yelling at her husband about how the daughter is useless in the same room. Okay, and I'm like, yo, this is comedy gold right here. There was one time where I was in this middle of a rant with just a few friends, and I was like, we're just discussing teachers that we don't like,
Sure.
which is a thing you're allowed to discuss.
Absolutely, it's democracy. bro.
And so I just at that moment I was like, no, she's the bitch. Like the big and at that moment the daughter's walked in, does an about turn and walks out. And I'm like, oh God.
Oh, you're not friendly with the daughter?
Not friendly with the daughter because she is the daughter of. It has nothing to do with the daughter. The daughter seems like
Did
a nice
she
person.
hate her mom as well a little bit?
But obviously, like when the entire world is against your mom, you kind of get forced into like picking her side.
Yeah.
It's picking her
It's
side.
just fighting for the
I'm
underdog.
so sorry. But the funniest story. Okay, so this best friend of mine, the one who
The
banged-
rumor, yeah, yeah.
banged the teacher. So we're all just sitting after school, and our canteen's on one end. Okay, and then our like the building that where the library and our classrooms are this way. We're at the basketball court, and then like the benches are on the side. So we're just sitting chilling after school, and we see this teacher is at the canteen, and she's
Okay.
leaning on the sill and having a conversation with the canteen guy. Okay, so my friend, as a joke, just as a joke, says, dude, check it out. She's hitting on Rajesh, our canteen guy. Okay. And nobody laughs.
Okay.
And he's trying to double down. He's like, guys, look, no. And everybody's like, no, look. Because in the circle, her daughter's right there.
Oh, shit.
Okay. And then he's as soon as he realizes the daughter, he's like, and he just runs. Okay. So runs.
Best
Now-
way to deal with it.
Now, here's the thing. If you were the daughter, you don't go and tell your mom this.
Yeah.
Nothing happens, so we assume she hasn't. Nothing happens. Last day of the year, okay,
Yeah.
6 months later, we're graduating from 11th to 12th. She's no longer going to teach us. So we're like, finally, last
Okay.
class. So there's like one of these girls, like front bencher girls, is like, ma'am, tell us one thing about everybody's nonsense. Okay. So she's going through the rigmarole of, yeah, this is what I think about you. Arnav, you will definitely be a lawyer. Just as an insult, she said it, and I was like, yeah, I am. Okay.
Okay.
Just,
Okay.
it turns out I'm not. Sorry, but
What a pointless exercise this
yeah,
sounds like.
I know.
But
And then she comes to my friend, and as he's speaking to each person, we're standing up. Right, that's the when you're addressed in class. or
Decorum.
whatever. Yeah. She comes to him, and this is like 6 months after that incident. So she just says, anyone but Rajesh. Okay, so that's how we know that she knows she's bided her time
No, no,
with this silver bullet that she's going to throw.
it seems like she has a sense of humor about it.
No, anyway, 6 months you're holding a grudge.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's if you do it the next day as a joke, it's
She
fine.
really didn't like
She
Rajesh. That's
She
my
really
takeaway.
held on to that girl. It's like anyone but Rajesh, okay?
Yeah.
And only me and one other guy get the reference. Because it's been 6 months, like the rest of the class doesn't get it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so she's about to move on to the next lesson. Me and the guy just like elbow each other and go, oh, like that. Okay, so we just react like, oh shit, she said it.
She knows.
So, no. So now the rest of the class is confused. So she has to explain the story.
She did. Holy.
And my friend is like, if you fuckers hadn't reacted, I was like, the reason we reacted.
Yeah. We wanted everyone to know the story. Oh,
And
dude.
then she narrates the story, and I have tears in my eyes. Like, I'm like, you have to tell this story.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. On that note.
So, you know what I just
Oh, wait,
realized?
no, not on
one
that
last thing I want to say is
Yeah.
when you tell me school stories about yourself, I'm picturing you as a kid in like school uniform and all, but for some reason you still have a beard in my head. Even as a 12-year-old.
No, I was clean shaven and chubby as shit.
Oh, damn.
When I'm clean shaven, I look like I was born yesterday, dude. It's just the
Oh,
texture
we
stuff.
remember. I remember the last time you shaved. Damn. 2020 has been rough for all of us.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, cool. You want to end?
Cool. Yeah, we can end. Thank you guys
Awesome.
for joining us
Thank you
one more
guys.
time. Like, share, subscribe.
Please do.
To our international viewers.
Hope you learned something today. Cheers.
Cheers. Good night. Bye bye.